Folks, justice is only as good as what you can pay for. I just came across this story this morning where 21,000 drug cases are going to be dismissed because of a former police chemist who falsified the test. And this is going to be the biggest dismissal of criminal convictions in U.S. history. More than 21,000 convicted drug offenders in the U.S. state of Massachusetts are going to have their cases dismissed because a former police chemist tampered with evidence and falsified tests. The person that did this, her name is Annie Dolcan, and she was just convicted and is going to do 5 years in the pokey for falsifying test results and testifying falsely in court. Now, she has done this for over 10 years. 10 years she's done this. Why? Because she liked the fact that people were convicted of drug offenses. Now, this has been in the works for the past 5 years, and you have to take your hat off to the ACLU because they have been on this for 5 years, chasing all of this stuff down. Now, God only knows how many other cases that she was involved with that aren't part of this 21,000. Those cases would have to do with people who have already served all of their time. They're just talking about 21 cases where there is active time or penalties that are being implemented. Now, you would think that after this lady got busted, that the district attorneys that were involved in these cases would not have a problem with having these cases dismissed. But nothing is further from the truth. We're all told that the district attorneys are out there to do their job, and their job is to seek justice, okay? To seek the truth. But that couldn't be further from the truth. These district attorneys are out there to seek convictions. They want to get as many convictions as possible to bolster their records so that they can later on potentially run for public office. And the higher their conviction rate is, the better off they are when they're making those runs. Now, I'm going to read you the story behind this, but just so that you know, they have already decided to dismiss all 21,000 of those cases. The state's highest court has ordered district attorneys in 7 counties to produce lists by Tuesday indicating how many of approximately 24,000 cases involving Annie Dolcan they would be unable or unwilling to prosecute if the defendants were granted new trials. Well, that's after the fact, because the judge then turned around and said they're all gone. The cases will be formally dismissed by court action expected on Thursday, according to the ACLU. Today is a major victory for justice and fairness and for thousands of people in the Commonwealth who were unfairly convicted of drug offenses, said Matthew Siegel, legal director of the ACLU of Massachusetts, on Tuesday. An investigation in 2013 found that Dolcan falsified test results as far back as 2004. Prosecutors said Dolcan admitted dry labbing or testing only a fraction of a batch of samples, then listing them all as positive for illegal drugs. Her motive, they said, was to lift her productivity and reputation. She was sentenced to 3 years in prison and was paroled last year, so I got that wrong. I thought it was 5. It was 3, and she got the parole. Some of those convicted lost their jobs or homes while others were deported, said Anthony Benedetti, chief counsel of the Committee for Public Counsel Services. In many respects, the damage has been done. Justice delayed is justice denied. Others have already completed their sentences. By wiping away their convictions, this will help them in other ways such as employment, housing, or immigration status. Now, a majority of these wrongfully convicted individuals will have the opportunity to clear their records and move on with their lives. They damn sure better sue. When the Massachusetts case highlights the perils of poor courtroom science, the Justice Department is ending a partnership designed to improve scientific evidence. Attorney General Jeff Sessions is disbanding the nonpartisan National Commission on Forensic Science, thereby ending the department's cooperation with independent scientists appointed to raise forensic science labs. Sessions has also suspended the NCFS review into the evidence that was used in cases that have now closed. So there you go. There's Jeff Sessions all over again. This guy's not interested in justice. All he wants to do is side with police officers and put people in jail. He's got no interest in being the lawyer for the people. He's the lawyer for the police. That's basically it in a nutshell. Some scientists are concerned that forensics will now be overseen by law enforcement authorities as opposed to the nonpartisan NCFS. The commission has found that FBI experts often overstated the accuracy of their evidence. The analysis has changed standards for what is allowed in court. There have been a lot of people let out of jail after many years because of some evidence that was refuted later on. In March, Keith Harward was freed from a Virginia prison after 33 years on rape and murder charges he did not commit. Two dentists said his teeth matched bite marks on the victim. Forensics now regard bite mark matches as unreliable and question whether other courtroom science should also be reviewed. This is crazy, okay? But the DAs, as I stated, they don't give a damn. They got this lady, she got 3 years for ruining at least 21,000 lives. In my opinion, 3 years is not nearly enough time.